Giant touchdown. Wayne Goldman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter. But you don't want to. I know, but let me finish. Okay, my bad. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Flushed out right. He's got Anderson right side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Darnold on first down. Nunez got it, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Darnold. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
18 Gator. Go.
They'll run the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Jets have recovered. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. To throw is Darnold. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Again, Darnold looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So we've reached halftime with a visiting Giants, I guess you could say, on top of the Jets in this New York rivalry. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Pilot, 64, reach.
Here's Kelly on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Hey, 80.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Darnold from the gun. He lets this one fly toward the back. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Tate. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade. This is Scarborough, and an alley to run. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Bo Scarborough, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But it'll be second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Darnold throwing complete to Crowder. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. Here's Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 23. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And now a carry here for their fullback. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
They'll go option. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. Fights through, and now a crease.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw left side complete. That's Tate. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Squeeze.
On second down now. It's Jacobs, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
25, X3, 218, chop. Ready.
A play fake. Now Kelly. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game. It got his man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Leo! You draw horses. Let's go.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Check it back.
At the 47-yard line.
Now Gallman. And he stopped immediately there. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready. 18 Gators. Hey, 2. 5.
Now Kelly to throw on 3rd down. Completes it to Ellison to the right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, Sam off. 60 outlaw.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Jenkins. He's at the 40. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Darnold. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safe.
That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Set, 8-3. General West.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And some room to roam now. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And the Giants first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Keep going, O, keep going.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Being chased out left. And Gresham has it left side. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And Darnold wants to throw the football. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one.